Hello, guys. If you guys didn't know, I'm Anakis. I'm a trader myself, and yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a beginner mentorship. Firstly, I'm gonna go onto my HFM here, but due to Teams privacy settings, I'm not gonna be able to show you guys all the things that I sent in the message. But if you guys have not yet created an account or you guys haven't linked your HFM to your MetaTrader 5 yet, and then you guys are welcome to send me a message after the session. And I'm gonna see what I can show you guys now. Okay, so firstly, over to the accounts. So when you open your HFM, this is where you will be. You'll be here, and then if you want to create an account, all you're gonna have to do is, if you guys can see there, bottom left, it says menu. I'm gonna go ahead and click on menu now, and it's gonna take me over to this page here. And now, if you guys can see there at the bottom, it says my wallet. I'm gonna go ahead and click on my wallet now, and then it's gonna take me to this page over here. Now, as you guys can see there, it
Your screen
says
is
live accounts at
frozen.
the top.
Your screen is frozen. It's not. I don't know.
Sorry.
Your screen is frozen.
It's not moving.
Oh, is it just black?
It's just no. It's just stuck on the markets on the first page when you open up HFM. I think stop sharing and then share again. Okay, try again now.
And now?
Okay, go on to your HFM. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's showing there. Okay, now it's showing. Yeah, right.
Very good now.
Yeah, it's all
Is
good.
that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at live accounts now. If you guys are gonna wanna open a trading account, as you guys can see there, it says open trading account. I'm gonna go ahead and click on it now. The accounts that I suggest for you beginners is either a cent account or what it says here, a premium account. The cent account is basically it's just your money broken up into smaller pieces. That is with the cent account. The cent account is highly recommended for you beginners, and that is also an option for you guys. But the account that I use is a Pro Plus account. But the Pro Plus account requires a minimum deposit of 1,800, as you guys can see there. But let's say you do not want to trade with a full 1,800 Rand. For example, you maybe just want to trade with a 200 Rand. What you guys can do is to unlock the account, you can just deposit your 1,800 Rand. And then what you can do is you can just take out whatever you don't want to trade with. But if you don't have 1,800 Rand to deposit, and then what you guys can just do is can go ahead and open a premium account because it has no minimum deposit. Okay. And now, as you guys can see there, under minimum deposit, it says leverage up to 1 to 2,000. Now, what is leverage? If I can explain it to you guys, it is just leverage is basically just how many positions you can open compared to how large your account is. For example, if I maybe have a 200 Rand in my account, I can maybe on a 1 to 2,000 leverage open, say, 5 or 4 positions on gold. But let's say my leverage is 1 to 1,000, then I'll only be able to maybe open 2 trades with that amount of capital. So basically, the higher you leverage, the more positions you will be able to open compared to how much money you have in your account. But of course, this comes with more risk. Is everyone good with how I explained leverage to you guys there? You can just send the thumbs up. Good on leverage. Okay. Go back here. I'm gonna see if I can just click continue here and see if it will show you guys here. Oh, and then of course the platform that we used to trade on is of course MetaTrader 5. It is the one I recommend to you guys because it has way more benefits compared to MetaTrader 4, and it just will make your trading game way easier. Click continue here. Okay. It says here app content hidden now due to Teams privacy settings. So I'm gonna go over to MetaTrader 5 now. If I can just switch over to my demo account quickly. Okay. And stick this away. Okay. Let's say now you opened your MetaTrader 5. You went on to gold now, you searched it in your quotes, and this is how your chart will look. You won't have the sell and buy options yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys just now how to get your sell and buy options. So as you guys can see there, top right, there's a bit of, or there's a magnet, I call it red and blue one, there top right. If you go ahead and click on it, and then your sell and buy options will pop up. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and click on that magnet, red and blue one there, top right, and then this is going to pop up. Your sell and buy options will pop up, and then it's going to be as simple as if you want to open a position, you can either click on sell or click on buy. And I'm going to show you guys now. I'm just going to ask if everyone is good on how I got those sell and buy options. Okay, all good. Okay, let's say you want to enter trade now. Maybe on the group a buy was in. Maybe a buy was sent on the group, and now you of course want to open a buy position. So all you're gonna want to do is, as you guys can see there, there's an option top right that says buy. I'm gonna go ahead and click on it now, and then it will automatically put me into a trade. So as you guys can see now, there's a buy running. There's a 0.01 buy running, and now we probably want to keep our capital safe, and we want to have risk management in this trade. So how are we going to do that now? We're going to go ahead and click on this blue line, and then as you guys can see there at the bottom, there's 3 options that pops up. So now I'm going to set what we call a stop loss. It's an orange circle there that says SL, which stands for stop loss. I'm going to go ahead and click on that orange circle now, and then this orange line will pop up. Let's say on the group, Azim sent a signal maybe, and it gave you SL of maybe 4977, and then that is where you of course going to want to place your stop loss. I'm going to go ahead and place my stop loss there now. All you guys are going to do is just move it. It's very easy. So I'm going to go ahead and place that 4977 now. And then as you guys can see there's a risk of $8 in this trade. It's about, let's say, maybe 150 rand. I'm not too sure about the conversion, but let's just say, yeah. So now the stop loss is not set yet. As you guys can see, I can still move this line. But now, if you guys can look there at the bottom, there's a blue arrow that now popped up. So in order to set your stop loss, after you clicked on the orange circle, you're now gonna want to click on this blue arrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on this blue arrow now, and then this page will pop up. As you guys can see, it says modify at the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and click on modify now, and then done. So now, as you guys can see there, our stop loss, our SL, is set. So now, whatever happens in this trade, whether it goes good, sorry, if it goes wrong, the only amount of money that you're going to lose in this trade is $8, $8.24. That is the only amount of money that you will lose in this trade if it were to go wrong. Everyone good with how I set the stop loss there? Okay. That's good. Okay, and then with the take profit, it's basically the same. The take profit is how much you're going to be basically taking out of this trade if you were to win. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do it now. So it's basically the same as I do it with the stop loss, but as you guys can see there, it's the green circle. It says TP, which stands for take profit. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to click on TP, the green circle, and then this green line will pop up. Let's say we want to target 5,000 on gold, and then I'm going to go ahead and place it over there. So now it's not placed yet, but I'm going to go ahead and click on my blue arrow now again, and then it's going to take me back to that page. Once again, we're going to go ahead and click modify. All right, and then done. Sorry, there we go. So now the take profit and our stop loss is set. So now if this trade were to take profit, we'll come out with about almost $15 there. And if stop loss were to hit, we'll come out with a loss about $8. It's very important to set your stop loss because we want to be protecting our capital at all times, especially if you're a beginner. And yeah, you don't want to be losing your account because you did not set a stop loss. It's very important to set your stop loss. Actually, more important than a take profit, I'd say. Okay. So now, what would happen if, let's say, market comes to these lines? So as you see now, we have our take profit there and we have our stop loss at the bottom. So now, if market were to come to one of these lines and then your trade will automatically close. So let's say market went to 5,000, the app will close your trade itself and you'll come out with a profit of around almost $15. It's the same with the stop loss. If market were to come to your stop loss, you will exit the trade with a loss of $8. Okay. Okay, I see now a trade is in profit here. Let's say we were on the wait before I go on, I'm just gonna ask you everyone is good with the stop loss and the take profit there. Everyone is good on that? Okay, perfect. Okay. As you guys can see, our trade is running in profits here. Let's say we were on the signal group, Azim sent his signal. Now we told you guys to secure your trade at break even. So what does this mean? And how are we going to do it? Break even is basically where you set your stop loss above your entry and now you're running your trade risk free. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to set your stop loss above your entry just now. So as you guys can see, I'm going to go ahead and click on the stop loss line again. Then I'm going to move it above my entry. As you guys can see now, it's above my entry. And I'm going to go ahead and place it now, same way I placed it earlier. So now I'm running this trade risk free. So now, let's say market comes to that line. I'm going to come out with no loss. It's going to be break even. Your account is now secured. Your capital is safe. If market were to come back to your entry, you're just going to exit and you're going to come out with no loss. Your account is going to be safe. Your capital is going to be safe. But as you guys can see here, I'll break even it now. We won't tell you guys to usually set break even that early because our trade did not go into enough profit there. But that was just an example. So when your trade is running in decent profits, that is when we will ask you guys to set your break even and things like that. But as you guys can see there, the trade closed and it closed at $0.13. So as you guys can see there, our capital is protected and we made no loss. And that is what we mean when we say set the break even. Everyone is good on that? Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys now how to set what we call a limit. So now, let's say we want a signal group now. I think Issy likes to send these limits. If you guys are in the signal group, Issy likes to send buy limits or something like that in zones that the things market will react. So then what we will do is, let's say market is now running at 4985. But let's say we sent a buy right now, but the price is at 4959. So as you guys can see, we are not at 4959, but on the group we sent a buy at 4959. So now let's say you're a busy person, maybe you're working a lot, or you're just a busy person. So what you can do is, if you don't have the time to just be watching the charts the whole time, or you can't afford to be looking at the charts all day long. So then what you're going to do is you're going to want to set what we call, let's say, a buy limit, because now we are buying. So as you guys can see there, next to the rectangle, there's a clock. There's a red and blue clock. I'm going to go ahead and click on it now. And then this line will pop up. As you guys can see now, I clicked on that clock. The clock top right, that's next to our magnet. And now this buy limit popped up. So I'm going to go ahead now and place it at 4959. which is where our buy was set. So now same way, so I set the SL, you're gonna want to click on the blue arrow that now popped up. And then you're gonna click place. And then done. As you guys can see now, our buy limit at 4959 is set. And the same way you set your stop losses and your take profit for the other buy position I opened, you're just gonna go ahead and do that as well. Let's say the stop loss was 4950. I'm gonna go ahead and place the stop loss at 4950. Let's say we maybe have a TP of 4987. I'm gonna place it over there. Okay. Basically, the buy limit or limit is basically when price will come to now this line, for example, you will automatically be put in a trade. So the same way it will activate your stop loss or take profit, it now will activate your guys' position. As you guys can see, there's a buy limit, a 0.01 buy limit at 4959. What's going to happen when market comes to that price? It's going to put you into a buy. And the same way your stop loss or take profit will hit on your normal trade, it's going to hit the same way on your limit. Is everyone good on limits there? Everyone is good? Okay. Let's say market reacted maybe just above our limit. And then in the group, we'll tell you guys, for example, the limit is no longer valid or the buy is no longer valid. And then you're going to want to, of course, delete your limit because now the trade is no longer valid. We're going to want to take away our limit. So now I'm going to show you guys how to take away your limit. All you're going to want to do is you're going to click on that buy limit and then the option is going to come up that says delete. And of course, to take it away, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and click on delete. Now it's going to take you to this thing here, and you can of course click delete once again. Okay. So now back to the signals. If I can just get an example. Back to the signals. As you guys can see here, you see sent a sell on gold. But as you guys can see, oh wait, let me get Azim because he has the numbers by the TPs. Okay. As you guys can see here, Azim sent a buy on gold. But as you guys can see there is multiple take profits. There's a TP1, there's a TP2, a TP3, a TP4, and a TP5. Now, if you're a beginner, you're probably wondering, how am I supposed to get the TP2s, the TP3s, the TP4s, TP5s if I can only set one take profit? So now, firstly, why is there multiple TPs? There's a TP1 basically because we think that TP1 will most likely get hit, and that is maybe a price point on the market where we think it might potentially reverse or continue. But based on how the trade will react, maybe a TP1 will tell you whether you should hold the trade or whether you should secure the trade or bank some profit, but we will tell you that on the group. But back to the TPs now. As you guys can see there's multiple TPs. But now, let's say we're in our buy now. We're in our buy. Go ahead and open it there. So instead of setting your TP1, what you're gonna do is if you're gonna want to hold to a TP2, you're not gonna set your take profit. Because of course, what did I say earlier? If market is gonna come to your take profit line, it's automatically gonna close. So now instead of going automatic, you're gonna run your trade manually and you're gonna want to close your position yourself, whether it's at the TP1, a TP2, or TP3. Let's say our TP1 is 4991. So now let's say we go to that TP1. So instead of setting our TP line, we're just gonna run manually in the trade. So now let's say it's coming to your TP1 and then you're not going to close the trade if you want to hold to a TP2. You maybe see the buy power is strong and now you're going to want to continue holding. So then instead of having your line there, you're just going to continue holding manually. You might be at a TP1. What you can do is you can secure or you can bank some profit or something like that. I'm going to show you guys now what I mean by bank some profit, but that's basically why there's the by these multiple TPs. Okay. Everyone good with the multiple TPs there, and why is there that much? Okay, all good. Sync can just load. Okay, there we go. As you guys can see here, we're running a 0.01 buy, and that is what we call our lot size. The lot size is basically the size of your trade, and the size of our trade currently is a 0.01. Let's say you're trading with a 500 Rand. The lot size that we recommend, if you're trading with a 500 Rand, is a 0.01 on gold, which we have right now, and a 0.10 on, let's say, US30 or USA 100. In other words, NASDAQ. So now, let's say you maybe grow your account to 1,000 Rand, then you can up to 0.02 or 0.20 on your US30s, your NASDAQs. Okay. But as you get more experience, as you take up these classes, when you take up Azim's intermediate class, you will know that you can up your lot size. You don't have to trade with such small lot sizes. As you get more experience in the market, you can up your lot size. But now, back to the lot size. As you guys can see there at the top, we're running a 0.01 lot size. But let's say you made some profit now. You have 1,000 in an account, and now you want to up your lot size. What you're going to want to do is, as you guys can see next to the 0.01, if you look there on top, there's an arrow that is showing up. So to up your lot size, what you're going to want to do is you're going to go ahead and click on that arrow. Then these options will pop up. What you're going to do is then, let's say you want to trade at 0.02, you're going to click plus 0.01. And now you have a 0.02 there. Just going to go ahead and close this. Just change it again. And now, as you guys can see, we now have a 0.02 running. Everyone good with how I changed my lot size there? Okay. And if you're going to want to decrease your lot size again, it's basically the same. You can just click there. Same as how you add it up, you're basically going to just click on the down arrow to lower your lot size. You guys can also click on the number itself, and then you can punch in whatever number you want there as well. That is the options you have there. Okay. Hello, I think someone or some, yeah?
Can you change the lot size while you're in a trade? Or should you wait till you're out of it? Can you change the lot size while you... Can you change the lot size while you're in a trade?
Okay, can you change your lot size while you're in a trade? The only way you can change your lot size in a trade is if you bank some profit. And I'm going to show you guys now how to bank some profit. So you cannot up your lot size during a trade, but let's say you're running in a trade now, like for example, I'm running in a 0.02 trade. I can change this trade into a 0.01. But then what's going to happen if I change this into a 0.01? If I change now my position, which is a 0.02, into, for example, 0.01, and then half my trade will close. So I cannot up my lot size on my current trade, but I can close, let's say, half my position. Is everyone good on what I meant by that? Before I show you guys how to close off your position. Okay. So let's say now, Azim sent the buy. Our buy is now running in profit. And now we told you to bank some profit. Then in order to bank some profit, which is in our case now, closing off our trade because we only have a 0.02 running. So I can only close half of my trade here or full. It's either you close your whole trade or you can close half your trade. So I only have two positions basically. Not two positions, but yeah, you guys get what I mean. So now I'm going to go ahead I'm going to go ahead and click on my 0.02 buy here. And then this will pop up. So as you guys can see there's an option that says close position. I'm going to go ahead and click on it now. And it's going to take me to this page. So as you guys can see there on top, it says 0.02. But now, in order to close off this position, I'm going to change that 0.02 to 0.01. So then I'm going to click on it like I did now. Then I'm going to click this X here. And I'm going to change it to 0.01. So then I'm going to click close with the profit here. And now you will see that that 0.02 will change to 0.01. As you guys can see here now, it is, if I can just remove the stop by for you guys here. That 0.2 that we had open now changed to a 0.01. Off that trade closed. As you guys can see there, it says there, buy 0.01 slash 0.02. That is half of the trade that we closed. And now we just have now the other half, of course, running over here. Is everyone good on how I closed off my position there? Everyone good?
Yeah.
Okay. Victoria. Okay. So now, as you guys can see here, next to the, if I can just close the position here quickly. As you guys can see here, next to the clock, there's something that there's a M1. It says M1 next to the clock. Now, what is M1? M1 stands for 1 minute, which is the time frame we are on. So now we are currently on the 1 minute time frame. So now what does the 1 minute time frame mean? So basically, it's simple. For every 1 minute, we're gonna be getting a new candle. So if you guys can see there, currently under where price is running, it says that there's a countdown with 28 seconds currently. So every time the timer ends, a new candle will pop up. That's basically all it is, and that is our 1 minute time frame. So if you guys want to change your time frame, which I'm going to do now, as you guys can see, it says M1. I'm going to go ahead and click on that M1, which is next to the clock. Then these options will come up. I'm going to go ahead and go on the 5 minute now. As you guys can see, the M5, which stands for the 5 minute, of course. And now it's just like the M1, but now we get the candle every 5 minutes and not every minute. So now we get a new candle every 5 minutes. And now it's the same as all the other time frames. If I walk over to the M15, we will be getting a candle every 15 minutes. Okay. Everyone good on time frame there? Now I changed the time frames. All right. Just wait for this to load again, yeah. Okay. As you guys can see here, let's go over to the items as well. As you guys can see here, gold is in what we call an uptrend. Gold is in a crazy uptrend. And why is trend important? So basically, when we are in an uptrend, we're most likely going to be looking for buys, and when we are in a downtrend, we're most likely going to be looking for sells. Now, what is an uptrend and what is a downtrend? So an uptrend is basically when you have your low, then you have a high low, a high low, and then a high. I'm going to show you guys a better example now, what I mean by an uptrend and what I mean by a downtrend. But the downtrend is basically a high, then a lower low, then a lower high, then a lower low, then a lower low, then a lower high. Uptrend is another thing we call it will be a bullish trend, and another word for downtrend, we will call it maybe a bearish trend. So if you guys hear that terms, that is basically what it means. Bullish for buy and bearish for sell. I can just show you guys an example quickly of what I meant by the up and down trends. I'll just show you guys the picture here. Okay. So on the left here, on the left we have our uptrend, and on the right we have our downtrend. So on the left, we have our uptrend. So of course, we're going to be looking for our buys. If market is buying, it's most likely to continue its trend. And then we will continue looking for our buys. If we're running in a downtrend, we're going to, of course, be looking for our sells. And that is basically why trend is important to us. And that is how we can use trend to our advantage. Is everyone good on how I explained trend there? Everyone good? And just send the thumbs up. You guys are good on trend there. Right. Just go back to my chart here. Then just wait for this thing to load again. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to close your position at once. And just get this thing to load in. Yeah, I don't know why it's not loading in here quickly. I'm just gonna go ahead and